a whole bunch of industries, when it's pretty much everybody who isn't in a critical field. They feel it, and these are the people that have enough money to own congresspeople. So, the establishment, the government establishment, in whatever country you're talking about, they tend to respond because nobody likes to get an angry phone call from their boss. And when it's across the board in a whole bunch of industries, it impacts the GDP. We got to see what happens in a disorganized.
Alright, Scott, let me, text me if you can hear me alright. My microphone should be on. Testing, testing. Gonna mess around with the settings here. Oh, no. Subtitles. Oh, here we go. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Alright, testing. Testing here. Testing. Testing. Testing here. Okay, I think I had the microphone volume too low. Text me if you can. Oh, okay. I believe I have my microphone off, or the volume down too low. Okay, I'm gonna move my screen around here a bit. Adjust myself. Okay. Alright, as I mentioned before, this is gonna be a blind playthrough. The reviews I saw were mixed. They said it wasn't really worth it for the price at the time, but this was $10, and it's supposed to be like a detective type game with not a whole lot of combat, so we're gonna give it a try. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. Private detective. Trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly or risk losing his license. Alright, now I don't know much about this game's mechanics, but there are certain things that you do, certain little choices that affect the ending result of the game. So I'm just gonna, again, I'm gonna do a blind playthrough. I'm not gonna look up anything about it unless I'm like really fucking stuck, and I'm gonna do what feels right at the moment in terms of the character. I actually kind of like that mechanic. Like, it takes you a minute to crouch down and a second to crouch back up, instead of just instant. Let's see. Ah.
In my wake, pulled along. Fate inescapably draws you on. What a putrid offering. Don't fight. You have been chosen. Behold. Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
Okay, I kind of see what they meant by some of the animations were kind of janky.
Whiskey. Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Alright, let's see here. Doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay, but I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings, I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I hear voices in my dreams, but they are different, unknown. They seem to surface from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? Alright, let's take a look here. Alright, so this is, we got a little bit of a skill tree. We can put points into different, things, like investigation. Might do investigation because he is an investigator after all. Okay, let's see. Represents your investigating talents. Improving this skill increases your chances of understanding past events by analyzing a crime scene or an object, and of picking locks. Represents your medical knowledge. Increases with your chances of determining the dosage of a drug, of making a diagnosis, or expressing your understanding of a medical problem. Represents knowledge of occult sciences. Improving this skill increases your chance of determining the origin of occult artifacts and of expressing your knowledge of myth. Represents your knowledge of human behavior. Improving this skill increases your chances of understanding the motivations of a person based on his or her behavioral analysis of objects. Hidden objects. Talking. Forcing doors of mechanisms. Let's see. I think I'll worry about that later. Let's check sanity. Okay, so we have mental trauma. Stable, confident in your abilities and your Cartesian mind? I'm not sure what that... Do you know what that word means, Scott? I don't think I've heard that word before. If you don't, I'm gonna look it up real quick. I am actually curious. Relating to Descartes and his ideas. Okay, yep. So talking about the self. Yep, self-awareness. You conduct your investigations by sticking to the facts, your convictions, and your perception of reality. Your conclusions are logical and reliable. So we have a little sanity meter. That's pretty neat. I don't know what we're gonna put points in yet. We'll probably do spot hidden and psychology first because we've already got investigation pretty well. We'll worry more about that later. Dark water, clues, inventory, lighter, and the lost battalion who fell. Okay.
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
Bar owner who hired me didn't like the way I closed this case. But when you're already outside the law, there's not a lot one can do against a private detective who's got proof against you.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Okay, I think since we're a detective, we'll go psychology a bit. Do a little spot hidden. Yep. We'll do... And 2 in eloquence. Okay.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, you still...
I'm coming.
Kind of looks like Keanu Reeves.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
Okay, shipping label, 36 Darkwater. Says the fire started in the dining room. Police decided on a domestic incident. They insisted on her mental frailty. An article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, businessmen from Darkwater. They lived with their son Simon in isolation. I'm gonna adjust the audio a little bit, because I'm not if you if it's too loud for you, Scott, let me know. Actually, it's all the way up. Never mind. Take a look. Okay.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Let's see.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Alright,
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
alright.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Alright, I think that's everything that we need.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there. Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Okay, inhabited since the 14th century, rich with many memories of its lost tribes. Don't forget how, let's see, don't let romanticism... Oh, hang on. Yeah, I know. Well, at least he's honest. And not buttering him up. Nobody likes to kiss ass. Let's see. Don't let romanticism of these moving evidences of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. Gigantic creatures, ornamentated on the walls of caves. Sons and daughters of proud whale hunters. They remember the mysterious and tumultuous story of the small land off the coast.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
We'll take a quick look around.
I used to be an avid reader. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it. I wonder why I still take these things.
Alright, going to Darkwater. The cursed artist is accused of killing your family. Only clues as a disturbing painting. And going to Darkwater to find the warehouse. Yeah, it's a little. We'll see how the rest turns out. It's a little janky in terms of some of the animations. Like there was a moment when the guy was talking to us where it looked like there was a kind of it looked like when there's a little bit of a flub in editing. And I remember one guy's criticism was, oh, who the hell is that? Excuse me. Hello? My appointment's at 12 on Monday, right? 12:30. I'll see you guys then.
Alright, see you Monday.
Bye. That was my psychiatrist's office. I'm seeing them on Monday. No, yeah, like they mentioned, they said most people said they liked the game, like in terms of people who like Lovecraft, they liked the game, but they said that it wasn't really worth full price when it came out. But I got it for $10, so there's that. It's also mentioned that there's not a lot of combat in the game. Like, that's another beef that some people had with it. But the people who really understand Lovecraft were saying that's actually not a bad thing. You're not really supposed to be able to fight against a whole lot of things in the Cthulhu mythos. Some things, yes, but for the most part, you are. If you happen to encounter something, you're fucked. Unless you can get away. That is if you don't go completely batshit crazy right away after seeing it.
We're almost there. Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload.
Yeah, that's yeah. Like I said, Scott, there's some issues with it.
Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
And especially like the
Why,
lip syncing, I see there's some problems with it.
Brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
Nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Another beef I heard people had with it is that there isn't a whole lot of difference between the different NPCs. Like, you might see this face on like two other people on the island, that kind of thing. But again, as long as the story-driven elements are okay with this, I think I'll be able to. Like I said, it's not that big of a deal for me. Okay, there's nobody here we can talk to. Whoops. Oh, jeez.
Hey, be careful. Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
You saw it just like me. That bum deserved a lesson.
Yeah, but he's a regular, and you're not.
I can see that you and I are off to a bad start. I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want. Anything else?
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
That's another thing. This guy's beard looks like it's made of like some kind of mesh. I mean, the face looks good. Like the character models look good, but his
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
The way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of Darkwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
probably that lady in the back.
That'll be all for now.
Let's take a look.
You have no right to treat us like this.
And the doctor, what did he say?
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Talking about the crew of the Scylla, bringing in an unbelievable catch.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Now, I've seen a bit of the first part of this. I know that woman is probably the one who's bringing the alcohol to the island. I think I'll talk. It might be a bad idea, but I think I'll talk to her.
What you looking at, stranger?
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink, stranger.
Okay, then.
The girl, Doctor. Cold. She won't stop asking.
We'll go see the captain now.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them. A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Take a look at the character sheet. Take a quick look around here.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins. What a macabre souvenir.
Oh, it's his leg.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman cat.
Terms of our agreement, keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer this message. Just make your payment to the carrier. Probably the woman we saw in the bar.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Alright, the documents are
The
unreadable.
manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailors' return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Alright, let's see here. Okay, we had given up hope, or what remains of it. On Tuesday afternoon, the locals immediately to the harbor. Size. Unmatched in quality, the meat and its nutritional benefits. No doubt the immense size of this whale will allow numerous inhabitants to feed themselves, bringing an end to the famine which the whole island was suffering. Mr. Marks is putting up his warehouse for rent in June. for storage activities. Celebrate the return of our brave whalers. All the staff of the stranded whale invite you to an exceptional free tasting event. Each person will leave with a bottle of oil. I'm not sure who this Bradley is. Take a look out over here.
Please move back. Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
You've seen how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
You can't do that.
But it's only a fish.
A fish? You've got no idea. Don't badmouth what you don't know, or you'll pay for it for sure.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an outback.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm not here to hinder your work, officer. Edward Pierce, private detective.
Sorry, we're all a little on edge today. What are you doing here?
I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
Darn it. Why do you want to drag up all that stuff again?
My investigation has led me to this warehouse.
That case was closed months ago.
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh? We saw what you did to St. Brendan. Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
How can I be the one who defaced your saint? I've just come ashore, you idiots.
That's true. We're as drunk as lords. You bet. You could have gone by without us seeing you.
Do not rile me. You can hardly stand up.
He's right. We're no match. For the moment. We're annoyed. It's understandable. There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait. Now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue. Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us. What brings you to dark water?
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here. Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here. So we drink.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly? You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do. St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum. They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder? They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Statue? What statue? Oh, that statue. Let's take a look. Oh, got some weird writing on them. I wonder if this guy was an actual saint.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
Alright, let's see, oh wait, okay. I wonder where Bradley's at. Whoever the fuck he is.
Damnation. I broke it.
It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
And repeating dialogue, okay. Let's see if these guys are Bradley.
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told him, that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave.
Let's see if he has anything new to say.
You're back again. What can I do for you?
Apparently, the bootleggers don't want anyone hanging around the warehouses.
They're part of the private property I mentioned earlier.
And yet the place looks abandoned. Why guard the entrance?
As a precaution, I suppose. All the warehouses are more or less interconnected by old sewers.
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all the warehouses on the island, but I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can always visit them if you're not the claustrophobic type.
Okay, who the fuck is Bradley? I don't think he's around here anywhere. This guy Bradley? No, he's not.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
This Bradley? Nope. Let's see if I can try this again.
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Okay, I saw a little bit of a shed over there. Let's see what we can find out by crouching down into it. Okay, let's see here.
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway. He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand.
Let's see if there's anything else around here.
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil. This ratchet device seems to be usable. I could use this old winch to...
Let's see.
This tunnel goes under the warehouses.
So how am I supposed to... Let's see, maybe there's a crank around here somewhere. Ah, here we go.
This handle will be perfect for the winch.
Okay, so... Take one more look around, I guess. Huh, I hope this isn't bugged. Let's try one more time. Okay, so we got... What the f... Fuck it, I guess we'll go back to the bar. See if we can find Bradley or whoever the fuck that is.
You have no right to treat us like this.
The doctor, what did he say?
Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge. Not that again.
No idea where the fuck this Bradley character is. And I'm supposed to... Alright, hang on. Let me see if I can... I'm gonna load the last checkpoint here. I should be able to fucking... use that crank. I don't see what other point there would be for me to put that shit on there. Okay, let's try this shit again.
It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Let's try.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate. A handle. It must come from these old winches. This ratchet device seems to be usable. I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
You gonna let me fucking lift the grating? I think we might have a problem here. Maybe I have to talk to that Catwoman one more time. Let's give that a try.
What? Another break?
One of those damn sailors came looking for trouble again.
But he won't try again anytime soon. We gave him a good hiding.
So you said to yourselves that after such a feat, you could abandon your post.
It's just a little drink. We taught those guys a lesson.
I think we might be able to get into that place now.
You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming.
Oh no, not the same. Damn it, not the same guys.
What are you shysters? You're crazy. You're cops. They can't understand.
I told you to beat it.
Okay. Ah, fuck it. Let's try talking to the.
Oh yeah.
Try talking to the guys at the gate, I guess.
You could tell. Who's this guy?
No idea. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaps. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
Now, we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
Gentlemen, you have a problem.
What? Who do you take yourself for, stranger?
Your boss is very unhappy with your work.
Oh yeah? You're bluffing.
She said those knuckleheads are incapable of staying at their post.
Darn it.
You think he's telling the truth?
We'll find out. Prove that you really know Cat.
Well, I've rarely seen anyone who can hold their liquor as well as her.
Everyone knows that.
That just proves that you've seen her in the bar, not that you know her. Go on, beat it. We've seen enough of you.
Alright.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
I guess now we get to fucking try the winch. That's real roundabout. Hopefully... they're not waiting for me around here. Hopefully I get to try the winch now. Let's see here. Are you for real? Alright, fuck it, we're gonna see what the last checkpoint was. Hopefully that wasn't a checkpoint, what just happened there. So if that's not the case, I'm gonna have to look up and see if this is bugged. Alright. Let's see if we can... since obviously that winch is not gonna work, let's see if we can bullshit our way past these guys.
Wow, you could tell. Who's this guy?
No idea. What's with you wandering around here?
We saw you. Go dive.
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
God damn it. Alright, just another minute. I want to see if this thing is bugged. Okay, looking up. Ah, I knew I was missing something. So apparently we need some kind of cogwheel.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate. A handle. It must come from these old winches. This ratchet device seems to be usable.
so we have cogwheels around here. None that we can use, though.
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
Okay, looking back to the thing that I was looking at here. Where's that fucking thing? In front of the... In front of the entrance to the building? Ah, here we go.
An old cogwheel. Rusty, but in working order.
Oh, so...
I could use this old winch to lift... Looks like everything is in its place. All that's left is to try to turn this handle. Damn, I broke it.
You serious? Whatever. Now we're probably gonna...
Well, well.
Oh yeah,
a
here
little
she
mouse
is.
has got lost on our turf. You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
This muddy alley is yours? Good for you. I've got work to do.
I don't think that you've quite understood the situation. I'll tell you how things work around here. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
Is your name Kat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not. Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
Well, shit.
Oh, I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm gonna have to deal with her.
Stupid idiots. Get it. Nobody listens to us anyway. That's no way.
What? Another break? Hey, Mitchell. A drink for our new friend. I owe you. You don't know how to fight, but at least you've got guts.
Yeah, aching guts.
Huh. I've got them too. But you don't hear me whining like a pooch who's lost its leash. You didn't back down. It's something that I respect. So understand by that. If I catch you again, you'll carry a more permanent reminder of our encounter. Tell me, what brings you to Darkwater?
I'm investigating the deaths of the Hawkins family.
It's very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly. But it's also really stupid of you. You really don't seem to know the area. Let me give you a little advice. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
I've got a few questions about the island.
I'm not here to give you information. Mitchell will tell you what he wants to tell you.
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
Think it over. I've seen what you're capable of. And you didn't miss me.
I accept the compliment. Well, I see you're serious. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care. But I'll go with you, to make sure you don't stick your nose into things that don't concern you.
Sounds honest to me.
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me, and I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed. Think about it. I help you, you'll owe me a favor in return. Do you accept?
Do I have a choice?
Oh, we always have one, Detective. Follow me.
Nobody questions your authority here.
In the water, you shysters, you're crazy. Cops, they can't understand. Damn stupid idiots. Forget it, nobody listens to us anyway. That's no way to treat an omen. Oh yeah?
It's fine. He's with me.
Oh, okay.
Be a gentleman.
I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front of his sailors. They revere their brave captain as they do their old statues. But sooner or later, all statues get buried in bird shit. And nobody cares.
And the police? They do nothing to stop you?
The local cops? The cops drink like everyone else, sweetheart. They know where their interests lie. Apart from that pig-headed Bradley. I don't know whether to admire his stubbornness or to have pity on him. That's how it's done. Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own now?
Don't overdo it.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
Ugh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case? Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? Can't sleep. I know how that feels. The glass is shattered, like someone smashed it. Was it before or after the removal of these bandages? Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings? What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here? It smells as bad as it looks.
Alright, let's see.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! The Hawkins case has been wound up. Let the dead rest in peace.
Look around you. Someone has settled in here. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it.
It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
I guess I should have put some points in strength. Probably gonna have to scrap with that crazy knife lady again. We'll do another hour, cause you say you always say 5 o'clock is your cutoff time, and I think that's gonna be about the time that I'll be able to put up with us lying down here some more before I go down a stretch. I've been trying not to eat a whole lot during the day. I'll only eat when I'm hungry, so I'm gonna have something to eat when I come downstairs. Oh man, like she said she was gonna widen the smile, but it looked like from that scar on his face that somebody already had. There's someone skulking around over there.
Well, here we are. Hawkins Mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family, so he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Gotta say one thing, they definitely got the mood right in the atmosphere.
Flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The old caretaker must be very attached to her. Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father?
Hawkins said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial.
Poor kid.
What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary? And steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing. Let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
Poor kid.
I guess he's gonna reflect there for a minute. He'll join me up later.
I'll have to find another entrance. This entrance is still in use.
Whoa!
No!
Whoa! You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa! You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. And let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
You haven't forgiven yourself. You stay here to honor the memory of the deceased.
That's true. I want no more violence. No more tragedy.
It's painful to be the last one left.
You don't know how right you are. Understood. I'm listening.
The police report describes a domestic accident, but Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
No one lives in the mansion, and you don't take care of it anymore. If you have a good reason to be here, I'm listening.
There's vermin. I keep an eye out.
Vermin?
Yeah, that's it. Vermin.
Right. This is what we're going to do. I go inside, and I promise that I'll hunt vermin. Okay with you?
I'm not sure.
If there's nothing else to fear, you can give me that key.
Right. Take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Pierce, shall we enter?
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Gotta say, I like the green light, too, that they have here.
Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me? This roast. What strange creature has flesh like this?
And it's still here.
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins. The boy was probably here, smashed his plate on the floor. Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Actually, let me make sure there's nothing else. Okay, guess that's it.
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Let's see if I
Silas
can
managed
find
to bring the
something the
file under
cops missed.
control, but it was already too late for the Hawkins.
Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How? Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker? If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn? The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? Did it stop at the time of the fire? They had a fight. Why? Did someone escape the fire? that lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee. And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
Someone deliberately set fire to this mansion.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
It's
dated
quite a building,
1818.
don't you think? Do you know that the Hawkins were among the wealthiest families on the island?
This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music.
Oh, and Moby Dick.
Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess. A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century. This place was falling apart long before the fire. Dark water history. This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England colonies. A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century. "20,000 Leagues Under the Sea." Another story about the mysteries of the deep. There's something disturbing about this painting. What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
As you know, I've always held you and your family in high respect. Unfortunately, I can no longer close my eyes to your wife's behavior. She terrified my clientele. I know she doesn't mean harm, but you should place her in the care of Dr. Fuller. If these disturbances were to reoccur, believe me that although it would feel like torture, I'd be obliged to involve the police. Thought I just saw, like, okay, that's another good thing that I kind of like about this now. I thought I just saw a face with the lightning right now. Like something's watching us.
Locked.
Real dark in here. It's the kids' room.
The boys' room. A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world?
Neat little book fort.
Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed. Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family?
Oh boy.
What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him. What will her room reveal about her? This padlock is too complicated for me. A barbiturate prescription from a certain Dr. Fuller. That's a massive dose. Was Sarah violent? It's no use. The padlock won't give. This door is locked. This door is locked.
Okay. try this one more time.
Locked. What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance.
Let me see if I can... Had some character points saved up. Alright, now that we have those character points, let's go back to the, let's go back to that padlock and see if we can force it open.
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Alright, let's go back to our last checkpoint then, I guess. Hopefully it was before we made that change there. Before we tried the lock. Gonna be another slow burn kind of video game, I guess. Although it's starting off like most Lovecraft stories start off with.
There's only one way to be sure.
Okay, good. We'll have to go through all that again, but... Alright.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what...
This door is locked.
I'd be in serious trouble.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
It's quite a building, don't you think? Do you know that the Hawkins were among the wealthiest families on the island?
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance.
Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess. This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music.
Miss anything? Nope, I don't think so.
There's something disturbing about this painting.
Hey, you know, I guess that's another thing I kind of have a gripe with about this game. I wish it would remind you that you have character points to spend. That's a massive dose.
What will her room reveal about her? A barbiturate prescription from a certain Dr. Fuller. That's a massive dose. Was Sarah violent? This padlock is too complicated for me.
Damn it. I think...
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Alright, I guess I keep missing... I guess I missed my chance to level that up before I tried the lock again. I don't know. I thought I leveled it up again, but we're actually gonna call it quits for today, Scott. I gotta head up and go to the bathroom, and I'm gonna go eat something. Hope you liked the game so far. Let me let you know. I think I liked it, especially that one little atmospheric thing. I saw the fucking face again as soon as I was walked up here. The the lightning flash, and I was like, "Well, wait a minute. That looked like a skeleton face." Okay. Save it for next time.